Hello guys, welcome back to all new stream of Genshin Impact. Today we are going to play Genshin once again. Why are we playing? That is because of our Clorinde, of course, the button Archon. We need to pull her anyhow, 76 PD, guaranteed PD, and we are going to get her today by any means. So let's get started. आज हम करेंगे अपनी 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 Archon quest करेंगे आज. Archon quest. क्या आपने अपनी आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट कर ली है? अगर हाँ तो ज़रूर लाइक कीजिएगा मेरी स्ट्रीम. नहीं की है तो भी कर लेना भाई, अच्छी बात है भाई, स्ट्रीम लाइक करना. अरे यार ये बूबा की आदत लग गई है ना भाई डॉज करनी. यहाँ पे शील्ड लगा के रखा हूँ फिर भी डॉज कर रहा हूँ. By the way guys, how well you are progressing in your booba? क्या तुम खेल रहे हो booba? by the way मेरी स्टैंडर्ड बैनर पे भी ठीक ठाक 75 की पीटी बना रखी है. तो मैं यहाँ पे उड़ा रहा हूँ अपने रेज्यूम ताकि मैं अपने स्टैंडर्ड कैरेक्टर्स को लेवल अप कर सकूँ और वहाँ से निकाल सकूँ अपने फेट, जिससे मैं स्टैंडर्ड पे करूँगा पुल. जगह की मैं दिखाता हूँ एक बार, मैं पीटी दिखाता हूँ क्या चल रही है हमारी परमानेंट लिस्ट पे. फिफ्टी 55 60 65 70 75 75 चल रही है भाई स्टैंडर्ड बैनर, जैसे बैनर पे 75 की पीटी चल रही है. अरे यार वो सर, God damn, one more pool, let's go. यही तो चाहिए था भाई. अपनी क्लोरेंट बैनर पे चल रही है कितनी 76 की पीटी. स्टैंडर्ड पे भी अब हो गई है 76 की पीटी. चलो भाई 77th पुल. Will I get Clorinde? What the hell? 77th pull, no Clorinde yet. लगता है मुझे आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट में ही करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो यार स्ट्रीम एड हो जाती ना भाई. अभी क्लोरिंड मिल जाती तो. आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट, वाओ. इसको मैं वो कर देता हूँ इंटरफेरेंस फ्री. Don't know why we are heading back to Sumeru. Didn't we have our conquest for Sumeru? क्या हो रहा है? क्या हमारा डेंसलेस मारा जाएगा? यार एस्ट्रोसॉस की नहीं बोली आज.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission, it seemed simple. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it.
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village, but the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from—
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really—
Bedtime story. What is the meaning of this? Is it really bedtime story? Do I get to sleep with Lumin? Is that so? We'll see about that. Let's go to Vimara, please.
To Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions. And the area—
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Okay, guess you're—
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical—
All right, specifics aside then, what—
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. I'd chat—
Now that you've started talking about—
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And
All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go out—
Side hustle. Side hustle before the main course.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Diha.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to... He would often take time to visit the elderly. And whenever someone had something on their mind, as the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected... But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with...
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this way. So you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who...
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Let's try enhancing our graphics to see how much far we can go while still having some good things. Good thing, I meant good thing. Met the graphics. Motion blur reflections. Volumetric fog. ये ऑफ ही रहता है, ये ऑन नहीं कर सकता. environment detail aspects को मैं ऐड कर देता हूँ मैं. Bloom, crowd density, motion blur, don't need that. Let's try bloom. Global illumination, what is this? Shadow quality मैं ऐड कर देता हूँ. Render resolution, fine. Rendering कर दूँगा, मेरी RAM की लग जाएगी. Seems fine. More better than this.
Is this the place? Under this...
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
Damn.
I was surrounded by such good people and...
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news, everyone has their own problems to deal with. Really?
Here, I have my own problems.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well...
Damn. Look at those kids.
I guess you could say that to me. He felt like, but no matter what came my way, I knew I could. He was so thoughtful and pure. And patient, too.
Man, kids
Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now.
Wow. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
I don't know.
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him. I didn't know whether that meant...
Still...
look at me. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would...
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It's always the same time of the day. Oh, based on what we have done, this is definitely not a regular missing person case. अब traveler को भी पता चल गया भाई. And this is an Archon quest. Hello Arudora, welcome to the stream bro. Big fan तो हमें तुम्हारे.
Hey,
हमारे
look at those hilly churls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're... the Abyss Order. Could they...
Even though they have nerfed Viper, भाई Viper अभी भी ECT में चल रही है भाई. और बहुत अच्छे से चल रही है.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to...
Stabilize!
Shower me with
Silence!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Settle down!
सब नर्फ कर दिया bro.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up.
It was no trouble.
देख रहा हूँ मैं वैसे.
They seem agitated and would often attack.
Maybe, well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in...
कि thickness कभी भी नर्फ नहीं होगी.
Wait a second.
क्या मतलब भाई
The
नर्फ कर
person...
दिया abilities utility.
It's Dainsland!
खेलना ही छोड़ दो ऐसा बोल दिया हमको वो लोग. वाह. कोई ना bro.
Ah, it's you two.
मत करना.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Ezo और
Well, I'll leave you all to it then.
I don't know what they are buffing, but
See you later,
मिल रहा है
Atosa!
भाई buff. Ezo तो अभी नया कैरेक्टर है.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that?
It's hardly personal.
So you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then? That would...
Naturally.
तुम्हारा आवाज
Hold on.
बहुत कम आ रहा.
Are you not here for the same
Thanks
purpose?
for saying भाई. अभी बढ़ा देता हूँ. मुझे reply दे देता हूँ.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly churl?
Well, how about now?
activity
अभी
in
तो
the area?
max आ रही होगी भाई ठीक ठाक है. Sensitivity बढ़ा दिया ना.
I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly churl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever.
Okay,
it
me
is
gonna
they're
take my
really
leave now.
trying
Sure,
to
bro.
accomplish.
Yeah, have fun, man.
Still,
But
the hilly churl
I'm still
activity is
expecting you to
causing a lot of
make a comeback in Valorant,
The
bro.
best way to
We
protect
still
them is
need
by
you.
figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we
अभी
prevent
और
further
बढ़ाऊं?
tragedy.
वाओ, चलो बढ़ा दी मैंने.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
अब ठीक है. ऑलराइट. अरिगातो हारुटोरा. तुम ही हो यार असली. तुम ही तो हो बस असली दोस्त. बाकी सब तो ऐसी है.
So that was the commission that brought someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a single missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is
Sayonara, yeah, see ya, bro.
and that is certainly not
What the fuck, Kupi-chan, return to streaming, nice. अरे भाई करना पड़ता है यार, अब क्या करूँ. मेरे को आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट करने का मन था बहुत दिनों से, बट फिर भी मन नहीं हो रहा था, तो मैं सोचा एटलीस्ट स्ट्रीम कर देता हूँ और उसके साथ में अपने आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट तो चलती ही रहेगी, और साथ में अपने एआई भाई तो स्कैम करते रहेंगे ना हमें, है ना. उनकी तो स्कैमिंग कभी रुकेगी नहीं, भले ही मेरी स्ट्रीमिंग रुक जाए भाई.
Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, there's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. The sinner you wish to know about. His situation
Help me
is
go
different.
pin Gua Jian, no damage. Bro, you have seen my Jian, it's 44 CR with 235 CT, almost no crit rate.
Loath to admit it.
You are having more better stats, still asking for a help. Man, I am the one who is needing help here. Sponsor me some, resin भाई, जिससे मैं थोड़े अच्छे, थोड़ा लक भी दे दो यार, तो रोल कर पाऊँ मैं क्रिट राइट. ज़रूरत है भाई.
Eroded my memory may become. I will never forget their names.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Granddaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's, and the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him. Damn. Dane's brother. Ved Folner. What's the size of Wuvine PC? Bro, you haven't installed Wuvine PC. It's about like 20 to 25 GBs, man.
Carried the hopes of
Let me check it for you to be precise.
They were the best of their peers, outstanding
It's not
in their
much.
respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the
It's 22.3 GBs right now.
rock the foundation it meant. Deep within,
How many pulls you saved for Changli? And I have 0 pulls. I am continuously pulling on weapon banner for Yinlin's weapon. And I'm going to skip Jinsei because Changli is more better, man. More thickness. That's what we want. A pyro DPS, a better one.
I've continued to investigate the questions by retrieving the
Jinsei, I guess अपना फिर से वही है ना, क्या बोलते हैं वो एलिमेंट एनिमो.
coming to fruition.
What is animo called in our game भाई?
Indeed. However,
कुछ तो है भाई वो.
that was just the
Air type है Jinsei. She is good, but I don't want another Jian once again.
Then what should we do? It's not too
almost
पर ये होगा कि भाई दोनों टीम में अपने पास क्राउड कंट्रोल होगा. I guess, मुझे लग रहा.
gathered so far.
the ley lines.
Traveler,
Which one you pulling? अभी तो मैं यिनलिन के वेपन बैनर पे डाल रहा हूँ सारे पुल्स. जिंसी का बैनर मैं पूरा स्किप कर दूंगा. चांगली को पुल करूंगा मैं.
that the ley lines in that area, my recent investigation has
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories.
What's the connection between all this? Certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow.
investigation tomorrow.
चांगली का Rengoku sword. अरे चांगली का वेपन कौन सा है? Is it broad blade or simple sword?
Let's try it.
तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि उस हिसाब से लेवल 45 पे एक वेपन निकाल लेता हूँ स्टैंडर्ड वाला. या फिर पुल कर लेंगे, देखते हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग टू। व्हाट डू यू थिंक इट इज स्वॉर्ड? हाँ मैं स्वॉर्ड ही निकाल रहा हूँ फिर तो। क्रिट रेट वाली स्वॉर्ड है भाई, बढ़िया। तो अपने जिंसी पे ब्रॉड ब्लेड है ना।
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission.
Bainsev was also scammed by Ayush scammer.
But
उसने स्कैम कर दिया भाई, अभी भी डिप्रेशन में अपना डेंसलेव भाई।
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that
बंदा चेहरा ही नहीं दिखा पाता अपना पूरा, इतना सेम
memories
फील करा दिया उसको।
of him.
but maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And it
Scammer
was
help me to
so
build
unlike
Havoc
this
MC.
person before.
Get a dreamless और crownless crit rate artifact और crit rate रोल करा होगा अच्छे से। तुम्हें पता वो स्टैंडर्ड बैनर वाला वेपन तुम मुझे भी दे सकते हो, अच्छे से बन जाएगा।
definitely had something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And
Wait then.
क्राउनलेस मुझे लगता है बेस्ट रहेगा। क्राउनलेस सिंगल टारगेट डैमेज करता, बहुत बढ़िया डैमेज करता सिंगल टारगेट में। और ड्रीमलेस जो है वो एओई डैमेज करता।
But why do you do something like
देख लो यार, अपने अकॉर्डिंग बना
whatever the
सकते हो।
Abyss Order
बहुत
is
बढ़िया है भाई,
planning,
बस डीपीएस है
an
अपना
important truth has been revealed to us
एमसी।
this morning.
that? What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first
उसके
fiend.
लिबरेशन पे पहले
I have a
फोकस
slight
करना,
sense
देन
of
उसकी स्किल,
I am the only person who knows its
एंड
location.
देन अपने फोर्टे सर्किट एंड देन बेसिक अटैक।
Implanting that particular memory, your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just
इंट्रो
yet.
स्किल इज नॉट सो गुड फॉर अपने
Considering their
एमसी।
single-minded pursuit of the eye,
इंट्रो
I
स्किल
would say
बस
an
अपना
equal
तुम उसका
level
बढ़ा
of
देना,
caution is in
जियान का,
order on our part.
उसके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है।
Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Here we are doing our
So you're
conquest
taking
while
someone away
discussing
from
about Jian, man. Literally, why? What if someone forces if we go straight there and someone is on deal? Maybe there's a reason that a base order implanted that memory in the first place to force Dane to confirm. Playing period diyan hai. Even what I know, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might have already planned. Okay,
Of course.
चलो भाई, और एक बार डेन को स्कैम कराएंगे आज। आज लिम्सा नहीं करेगा, आज आज लिम्सा की बैन करेगी स्कैम। ल्यूमिन, लिम्सा और ल्यूमिन भाई सिस्टर है भाई, ऐसा मेरे को लगता है।
So you hit it
By the
big.
way, have you guys done the Archon quest?
Well, let's go check
Or am I the only one who's doing it lead?
Traveler, wait.
नशे पेन स्लेव ने कर दिया, जान जा लिया भाई। पेन स्लेव हमेशा भाई इग्नोरेंट पीछे भाई।
Let's head inside.
What was Dean going to tell me just now? Oh, he was about to remember something, but he's implanted with some fake memories. Yeah, so yeah, let's see. Tainslav ka. Do you guys think that Tainslav is going to be a playable character? According to what he looks right now, Fontaine के character कितने बढ़िया दिखते हैं। ओल्ड डिज़ाइन है अपने डेंसलेव का। मुझे लगता है अगर प्लेएबल कैरेक्टर बनाएंगे तो स्कारामूशी जैसे उसका वापस रीडिज़ाइन कर सकते हैं इसको। What we need is an electro. Don't tell me that Tainslav is going to be in our party और वो उसका एलिमेंट इलेक्ट्रो है। किसी को भाई और ही रह चाहिए क्या हमें?
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
ना भाई कुछ ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं गेंशिन वालों से। अच्छा वहाँ दोनों एलिमेंट मैंने ले लिया। क्वाइट एन इंटरेस्टिंग प्लेस भाई। ये फिर से मुझे एनकानोमिया वाली वाइब्स दे रही है। मरानी मर गया। ओह वाओ। मर जा मर जा मर जा। Easy, easy, very easy. I got scammed by Gopi bro farm CR eco solo. हाँ भाई अपने को बैटल पास से भी अच्छे अच्छे इकोज मिल रहा है भाई। वहाँ से क्रिट रेट वाले मिलते जा रहे हैं। बैटल पास लेवल अप करो भाई। बात वाओ। फ्री चेस्ट कितना घुल जाता है ये एनवायरनमेंट के साथ, कुछ पता ही नहीं चलता कि चेस्ट है यहाँ पे। बाय द वे अगर हम इस डोमेन में कोई चेस्ट उठाते नहीं है तो उसके रिवॉर्ड्स जो है अपने को मेल के थ्रू मिल जाता है ना। Wow. Basements in Genshin Impact. Back in the days, these guys were also used to store kids in the basement. What we are doing is just following them. Our ancestors? Just kidding, bye.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay, all the devices should be on the light. ऐसा बोल रहा है ना? Wow. Okay. Got it. 3 devices. क्या कर रहा हूँ ये मैं? वाव। हो गई easy. Do Booba Abi's man and do mine. Bro, I was able to only score 12 star out of 30. और फिर restart हो गया वो, मतलब reset हो गया. Your Jian is definitely able to clear more stars than mine. Well, I'll definitely try if you want me to. But I know that you won't let me because I'm gonna delete your 5-star weapon, that's what you think. And I will definitely do it, of course.
Looks like we can't go any further.
An old Jesus statue. Jesus was in, you know, Khandriya's का बंदा था भाई Jesus वाला. वाटर वाला बंदा आ गया भाई, ये तो स्कैम है। मैं न्यू विलेज के लिए आया हूँ। ये तो भाई अल्ट से ही मर गया, इसको क्या दूंगा मैं। ये लो भैया, नाइस पिंग, वेरी नाइस पिंग। Oh, he's actually freezing with this. Yeah, you're done for. I have new lit the dragon. What are you?
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane, what's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines.
ये तो पहले बार की जैसा भाई।
Wow, you must be
फिर
really
से बीच में कुछ तो
sensitive to
स्टोन लगा के रख देंगे, ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को।
Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the... Just think of it as a way
Wow.
to divide...
Alright. फाउंटेन में आके इतने बड़े डिटेक्टिव नहीं बन पाया भाई। क्या मिस आउट हो रहा है अपने ट्रैवलर से। इतने बड़े एडवोकेट बन गए। Whoa, whoa, something's coming. God damn, कौन आ रहा है, कौन आ रहा है, किसकी इतनी, oh, oh my god.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
अबिस वाला ऑरा दे दिया भाई इसको तो।
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Sad. Are we getting to play Dainsleif? क्या हम Dainsleif खेल सकते हैं? क्या गेंशिन हमें ऐसा मौका देगा? Wow. बेचारा Dainsleif पिल जाएगा भाई वहाँ पे। आखिर वो भी तो एक ट्रैवलर ही है। क्या चिल मार रहा है भाई, इनकी तो पिकनिक चल रही है। Lord Jesus भाई, it was Jesus, pretty much sure. Check on the villagers, okay.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilly churls are calm.
You see, we've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your soul.
ये तो वो अहम ब्रह्मास्मि वाला बाबा है भाई, जो इतनी कामनेस दे रहा है. वाओ.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, soft, sleep well, Father. Sleep when you awake. That which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the healing trolls have calmed down, Vimara village should be safer. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager.
Oh, gotta run over there. Can't even access my map.
Off we go. Adventure time.
Village seems fine. Nothing's happening here. The Nitin Gamers, yo, कैसे हो भाई? सब चंगा है ब्रो. आप कैसे हो? कैसे आना हुआ आज? कैसे मिस किया आपने? यार आप तो हमेशा आ जाते हो यार जब मैं स्ट्रीम करता हूँ यार. थैंक्स फॉर ऑलवेज बीइंग सो सपोर्टिव ब्रो. तुम ही तो मुझे मोटिवेट करते हो भाई नेक्स्ट टाइम स्ट्रीम करने के लिए. और बताओ भाई, गेंशिन में प्रोग्रेस कैसे चल रहा है? मैंने कल शॉर्ट्स डाली थी, उस पर 4K व्यूज आ गए. नाइस यार. कौन सी शॉर्ट डाली ब्रो? स्ट्रीमर पोस्ट पर डाल दिया करो भाई, मैं वहाँ पे सारे पोस्ट देख लेता हूँ. फ्री फायर की. ओह नाइस. मोबाइल गेमिंग कर रहे हो? व्हाट अबाउट गेंशिन ब्रो?
I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
Alright. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadia.
मैंने तो गेंशिन डिलीट कर दिया. वाओ ब्रो. गेंशिन पसंद नहीं आई तुम्हें?
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. Once again playing with memories. यार ये भाई होते रहता है भाई. पिछली बार के आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट में भी ऐसी हो रही थी भाई. मेरे पास उतना टाइम नहीं है. वाओ वाओ ब्रो. ऑलराइट, अंडरस्टैंडेबल भाई. थोड़ा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है. स्टार्टिंग में गेंशिन थोड़ा ज़्यादा ग्राइंडी है. लोग अपने सिचुएशन के हिसाब से ही खेलते हैं. कोई ना, जब टाइम मिलेगा तब कर लेना भाई. गेंशिन इज आफ्टर ऑल अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल गेम एंड वर्थ प्लेइंग आफ्टर ऑल. तो ट्राई ज़रूर करना. 12th के बाद गेंशिन करूँगा. अरे भाई सही है. 12th में हो तो भाई पूरा फोकस करो स्टडीज़ में. फ्री फायर वगैरह अभी ठीक है, थोड़ी देर खेलते हो तो. स्कोर कर लो एक बार, फिर तो कॉलेज में तुम्हें टाइम मिल ही जाएगा. अच्छा कॉलेज मिल गया तो अच्छी कॉलेज मिल जाएगी, अच्छी लाइफ मिल जाएगी भाई. और अच्छी लाइफ है तो अच्छी वाइफ भी मिल जाएगी, है ना भाई? सब सेट है भाई. ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर 12th ब्रो.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
मैं आपकी हर लाइफ में बातें करने आऊँगा. श्योर ब्रो. थैंक्स लॉट ब्रो. बहुत अच्छा लगेगा जब तुम आओगे बात करने. अभी भी कर रहे हो तो बहुत अच्छा है. ऐसे भाई डिस्कशन होना चाहिए भाई, एक दूसरे की लाइफ के बारे में बताना चाहिए। अपने डिस्कॉर्ड चैनल पे भी आते जाओ भाई, वहाँ पे तो होता हूँ मैं डेली इवनिंग्स में, बातें वगैरह करते रहते हैं, गेम्स खेलते हैं, डिस्कशन करते हैं।
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If we really did travel back to a time, if this person only
मैं ज्वाइन हूँ
exists
ऑलरेडी।
in
हाँ
Paris
तुम ज्वाइन
memories,
हो वो तो मुझे पता है, बट तुम बीजी भी आते हो, म्यूटेड रहते हो, और फिर नो वॉइस चैट में बात करते हो, टेक्स्ट करते हो, और अपना स्ट्रीम करके तुम बताते हो। मैं कल 20 सब्सक्राइबर गेन किया। शीश ब्रो, दैट्स मैसिव अर्निंग फॉर वन डे।
just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada.
बहुत अच्छी बात है यार, 20 सब्सक्राइबर एट
I
वन
guess there's
टाइम
been
इन
a
वन डे,
change in people's
दैट्स
memories.
लॉट। मैं भाई फरवरी में अपना ये चैनल चालू किया था, एंड तभी से स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा हूँ, लाइक नॉट ऑन डेली बेसिस, बट कभी कभी करता हूँ जब टाइम मिल जाता है। एंड स्टिल ऑन 108 सब्सक्राइबर्स। इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू गेन सब्सक्राइबर्स, बट whoever is doing bro, बहुत अच्छा लगता है भाई।
No, Baram still remembers him. Time travel is extreme.
Right. Paimon totally forgot about
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन
how
भाई,
life
तुम
is
थोड़ा अच्छा
starting
प्रोग्रेस कर रहे हो
this.
अपने
You
यूट्यूब
met
चैनल पे
someone
नितिन भाई।
else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last
अभी
time.
टोटल कितने सब्सक्राइबर हो गए तुम्हारे चैनल पे?
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone?
सब्सक्राइबर ग्रोइंग रेट इज इक्वल टू शॉर्ट्स वीडियोस इन लाइव। ओह, तो मैं सबसे एंड वाली चीज़ कर रहा हूँ। वाओ,
That'll help us narrow things down.
तुमने तो सीक्रेट दे दिया
We
मुझे अब।
pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
समझ गया मैं। तो मुझे शॉर्ट्स एंड वीडियोस पे भी फोकस करना पड़ेगा यार, जैसे कि तुम कहते हो यार कि भाई टाइम नहीं है, वैसे ही मेरे पास टाइम नहीं होता यार वीडियोस वगैरह क्रिएट करने के लिए। क्रिएशन के लिए थोड़ा टाइम चला जाता है, लाइव जब टाइम मिल जाता है तब कर लेता हूँ।
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky isn't changing.
बस थोड़ी थोड़ी सी क्लिप डाल दिया करो लाइव की शॉर्ट्स में से। ओ, लाइव की शॉर्ट्स में से। इंटरेस्टिंग आइडिया ब्रो।
The implanted memories are basically... If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for...
सही है भाई, इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करके देखता हूँ मैं ज़रा। अपनी लाइव स्ट्रीम फिर मुझसे देखनी पड़ेगी ठीक ठाक। सही है, कर लेता हूँ मैं, ये बढ़िया आइडिया है।
That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If you consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then question of whose memory this is seems to be an obvious answer.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than... We thought Chief Amadia forgot about the missing villager. But it turns out we're at a moment in time before the color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Atosa.
Right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around...
Yes bro,
dusk.
bye bye, see you. Nathan Gamers, thanks for coming.
Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's map. Yeah, that's what...
You see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You...
So is this the guy who's messing out of the village and Atosa has crush on her, on him?
I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
But this guy, इसका attire देख के लग रहा that he is part of an abyss.
You'll meet many amazing
Because
people.
abyss वाले बंदे
Very
ऐसे पहनते
happy
वाले.
life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
I finally found him, but why does he look like kind of familiar?
Oh,
Oh,
right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation.
Another time, huh?
look at his eyes. His eyes have different pattern.
It's
Man.
nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The abyss order, the loom of fate, and everything else. I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Born into abject sorrow, Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria, the one who stole the power. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message and stay. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Goddamn. Pablo similar to Nahida. Yo, what is this, bro? Ching Chang Hanji. Maybe I'll need to find the meaning of this on our Google. क्या Google को पता है Teyvat की old language, Khandria's language, Abyss Order की language? Sheesh, it disappeared. Wow, what a wonderful scene. ये लोग ऐसे ऐसे कट सीन में ना भाई बहुत बढ़िया एनिमेशन डाल देते हैं. इवन लो एंड वालों को भाई अच्छी अच्छी एनिमेशन देखने को मिल जाती है कट सीन में. सो इट्स गुड भाई. ओवरऑल लोगों को अच्छा क्या बोलते हैं मिल जाता है भाई एक्सपीरियंस. एक मिनट. Wow, this is wonderful. I guess the time is stopped here, just like that one of the area in Sumeru.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. As you... it's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. And now, the time's finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world, as if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person? Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahid, Atosa.
Sheesh, man.
What would it be like if I could live
This guy's
alongside
lonely
you?
as well.
No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that— I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had— I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess's plan— Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been— You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story?
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The loom of fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me, well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear, everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided... Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for you. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurer. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's...
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I was part of the search party, so honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future? Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your... A picture? Where...
Damn, that was a nice story. Really worth it. Well, with that, we have a PD of 77 right now. So let's see if we get it on our 78th PD. What the man? I think it's going to get to wow. CDOS 78th PD. Goddamn, it's taking a whole lot of time. Genshin is literally checking my patience, man. So how do I get some pulse? Do I need to go on exploring? I can do one more pull if I get 60 primos. So for that, should I be doing a quest? I do have 3 story quests. Let's use story quest should be good. I know तो कभी करूँगा नहीं मैं भाई. I know. Yes, I know. Let's go with her. ये पार्ट लग रही है थोड़ी सी डिफरेंट. मैंने डिप्लॉय ही नहीं करा.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You're back! Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you too!
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game then?
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too! Are you also members of the tabletop troupe?
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette Fremine and I play something similar at the Hotel Bouffe Tété sometimes, but I'm usually the GM. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Clorinde simply woke me up first thing this morning, said there was a good script worth experiencing, and asked if I wanted in.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount on membership fees.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troupe activities, Clorinde?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
Ah, right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small...
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all up...
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of... But in...
Well, you say that, but for all the time... Is that so?
So you...
I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you...
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello? Wait.
Oh, no. This is just...
That sounds like a lot of...
It's nothing. It's the... Anyway, this script was... Oh, no problem. Their story can be... But I'll...
Mm-hmm.
In that case... Brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
Whoa. Just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
Aha. I see many a determined gaze before me. Very...
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific...
It's the... Please check all your...
Sounds good.
Welcome to Cheerio Boutique. For tailoring services, please make a reservation in advance.
really have thought of everything. Even the phaetometer is here and ready to go for us.
The phaetometer? What's that?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try to use certain skills.
And what about all the dessert and tea? Is that for us as well? That's what the message said.
Really? That's so nice. Those snacks have...
I think you might be...
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
The desserts are great, but I'm still looking forward to the story more than anything.
Very fair. Then, let us begin. First, please pick up the blank. You can find an abbreviated... In this story, everyone is a Marachose hunter.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have
Swordsman.
So, for... Yep. You can use your real name too if you want.
Oh, so it would be like...
In that case, I think...
Next up is the skill.
Oh, those skills sound like... So, should...
Not necessarily. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Everyone has their own role to... Let me see. I'll take art and...
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler? Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful. Ooh, so you want to... So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills?
Let's see. Oh, looks like you each have enough points. You've all... Why do I get the feeling? For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances.
The script's world-building rules, huh?
Oh, that's not for...
All right, you've convinced...
Well, now that since two of our would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
What's the difference between the two?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the phaetometer. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to use the phaetometer to see whether you succeed or fail, and face any consequences that may follow. If you choose easy mode instead,
Hello, NLT.
by default, and you won't have to worry about...
मैं भी आइकन रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ तो डिस्टर्ब मत करे ना मेरे को, है ना ब्रदर?
जरूर भाई, मैं म्यूट हो जाता हूँ.
रुक जा यार. The new world, the back song.
I'd like to focus on the story, huh?
Okay.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games. I'm going with authentic, never knowing what you might have to overcome.
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual, Navia and Linny will play on authentic mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
ल्यूमिन कैसे आ गई वैसे? लूमिन है जो भी है.
देख लो भाई, देख लो. मैं तो नहीं बता रहा भाई कुछ.
हाँ. क्या सीन है?
P from where to download Vuva and PC. Oh, उनका तो ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट है ना भाई, वहाँ पे चले जाइए. और जैसे गेंशिन का है भाई, you'll get it from there.
Honestly,
No?
that wasn't super reassuring.
Well, anyway, enough talk. Let's get started. I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story today.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because...
ये तो ट्रैवलर की ही वॉइस है. ज़्यादा मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है.
that
फिर और
the
किसकी
human
आवाज आ सकती है?
civilization was still in its infancy. Soon, a group of human rebels banded together with their
ओह
Sometime later, as a member of the Marechaussee Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat, and as you inhale, you can taste the slightly your eyes meet. And
भाई
you
मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है
realize
कि यहाँ के जितने भी सारे
these
विलेजेस है
people
वो
are
मेरी
fellow
जैसे बन जाएंगे
Marechaussee Hunters,
शायद
likely led to this location after receiving the same
कुछ
commission
नहीं लगेगा अब
as
तुम्हें
you.
तुम तुम्हें जो लग रहा है वो लग रहा है
Allow me to
तुम स्टोरी देखो
Okay.
डाउट एनी थॉट
Miss Lin.
Is
हाँ
this
ठीक है
where you introduce your character to everyone?
Hey, you can
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this.
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and
Oh, welcome.
You open your eye to the honor the lands outside.
Huh. The script writer.
Yet, as you regard,
I carefully
you see a
Oh, good idea.
you look up and see a tavern nearby.
Why don't we go check?
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely.
You don't remember
It seems like every
the
character
Anga
included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer.
Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism. Oh, that reminds me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef. Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine. Hey, did she
Hey,
just... me?
yo nigger
Clorinde must have broken
just Mighty God just boosted the server Mighty God just boosted the server मेरा फंस गया
here.
अच्छा जी जो मेरे उससे पहले तो वही तो करा क्या
फ्री वाला जो है
ओह नाइस
Miss,
Yeah.
we'd love to learn more about the monsters you
मैं
mentioned.
कल
If
से
you want
परसों चालू करूँगा ठीक है मैं तुमको ही ढूंढ रहा था शेल्डर वगैरह तुम लोग कर रहे हो कि नहीं कर रहे हो
शेल्डर भी स्टार्ट किया मैंने I think
मैं अभी गेंशिन का देख वो कर रहा हूँ क्या बोलते हैं क्या नाम है इसका क्या नाम था इसका
हाँ कौन को भाई
You say?
हेलो मिस्टर माइटी व्हाट्स अप
I'm not sure they're so
और
easily
इसको
resolved.
कंप्लीट करने के बाद में
A horde of monsters
मैं बात
suddenly
करता
appeared near the capital recently.
हेलो मुट्ठी गॉड
So all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
where have you been for long
Do you remember when those monsters...
I'm not
nah you disappeared for a week or two
was that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
Destiny wow
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. We don't always
हाईएस्ट
get to
कितना
choose
है
what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things like what we eat and how we respond to the things.
Just do my best. You bid farewell to the woman and continue your journey further
सही है
into the city.
काफी सही है मेरे पास तगड़ा दिया है कि वही ऐसी ये
बैटल पास देख
venture further into the city. The streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
अच्छा तो ये इस एक्ट में नहीं मिलेगा
इसी एक्ट का है इस एक्ट का मतलब कुछ टाइम बाद मिलेगा
doesn't seem very... Pardon me, sir.
That depends.
How about...
एक्ट 2 और एक्ट 3 का दिखा होगा
Surely... what are you...
Whoa, what a nasty guy.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
और कुछ
Okay, while everyone is talking, I secretly use my magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing.
और सिंथवे फ्री मिल रहा है और ये तुम्हें इसी एक्ट मिलेंगे सब ये देखो
We meant no offense, sir. Here, allow me to offer you this bottle of vintage wine, made only from the finest grapes. I'll just... I should mention that this wine is the perfect accompaniment to a meal. I'd suggest enjoying it with dinner.
अभी currently base form में कुछ ऐसा है
all right. Go on and ask. What do you want to know?
Do you have any information on the monsters or the crisis that has overtaken the kingdom?
Crisis. If you ask me, there's a crisis. Those monsters are camped outside the city. And we have limited reserves within the city. So if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying that no one has put a plan in place to destroy...
We could all starve and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters.
That is concerning. Thank you, sir. We won't take up any more of your time now.
वहीं पे लगा देता ना अच्छा मिली नहीं अभी तक को वो तो आखिरी मिलेगी
Well, you see, that bottle of wine was just a cardboard.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
और इस बार का आर्मर देखो
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
ये क्लॉक है ना आर्मर नहीं है
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long sigh.
Seasonal.
This maybe I can get some information.
Wow, Mighty boosted the server. Mighty, thank you for boosting server, man. तुम्हारे वाला नाइट्रो से क्या बात है नाइट्रो स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हो तुम मैं नाइटी भाई एपिक गेम्स से जो फ्री मिल रहा था वो वाला है ओके ओके आई सी
I've never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. What's worse, when I was a child, my grandfather would tell me stories about how, to be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all the stories were just tall tales. But now that I've seen you in person, I finally know that it was true.
Well, you can rest easy. The righteous and formidable Marshose hunters are on the case.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve.
Still, if we're going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them. Can you give us any leads?
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous. I'm afraid I can't point you to a specific location. Although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards.
I see.
All right. They're actively even one of our
talk about being
I feel bad for him.
Like now? Is this really the right time?
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis at hand.
जिन पास का है
Brave hunters, I leave.
सही है चल ना मैं आक्रमण की कोशिश कर लूं भाई मेरी बच्ची भी है फिसकत में आराम से आ जाऊंगा ना ये तो है मेरे पास पास सब है भाई
आर्कन क्वेस्ट भाई कर लिया भाई पहला अच्छे से बढ़िया क्वेस्ट है छोटी सी है बट अच्छी है Bruh, Genshin is not temporary. You're going to join back.
परमानेंट है भाई Genshin वाला
If I understood
मेरा तो
correctly,
तरफ
there are currently two problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
We need to defeat the monsters outside the city and take down the evil sorcerer
डेस्टिनी 2 का भी वैसे ही
Which, well, this seems like a good moment for a break.
Genshin भी बढ़ाने का भाई बस ना
I wouldn't be sure. No.
उनका ही
In
नहीं भाई
theory,
ड्रीम बेस चल रहा है मेरा
all
वाला
we need to still. We'll drop that at the early stages.
भाई अभी जेनलेस जीरो भी करूंगा भाई उसके बाद
The
अभी
land
फर्स्ट
of Fun,
डिसेंडेंट आएगा
one of
वो
the
भी करूंगा
ancient
मेरा भाई
sorcerers of No, wait. Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might
करूंगा परसों
from my master.
By the way, रेड बॉर्डर निकल गया
भाई
मेरे
डेस्टिनी 2 तो कैसे भी करके कर रहा है
Let's not
5000 रुपए लगे
responding
उस
to
पे
a jeer yet.
ये देख
As fun.
रेड बॉर्डर
Is that
किधर
really?
रेड बॉर्डर रुक जा
Speaking of an, I vote
रेड बॉर्डर तो
monster.
पाकिस्तान के पास
said
हो गया
Miss
What about you, partner? What do you think? It's decided.
यहाँ क्या कर रही है हरी बॉर्डर
हैरी पॉटर और
ग्रीन बॉर्डर
ये देखो मैं क्या अनलॉक किया इट्स अ वेरी पेनफुल थिंग टू अनलॉक
कावासाकी निंजा
मैं ये नहीं बताऊंगा कैसे अनलॉक करना है खुद करना
अरे भाई मैं तो बस भाई अब आ जाना पीवीपी में कितना भी टाइम लगा दूं कितना भी दिनों बाद तक कुछ देखो तो मैं गंदा ही मारूंगा
Wow.
An armored man
अरे कुछ भी
approaches
चला रहा
you.
भाई तो मेरे पास तो आएगा
He has a
जेब्रन तो आएगा
tall,
ना जेब्रन तो खाएगा
muscular
ना मेरी
build, and although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, I'm the captain of the guard.
मैं
I
ये
saw
काम
you
कर रहा
state your purpose. It's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
हाँ तो जेब्रन की 100 होती है
I said, Marshose hunters. That fairy tale you mean? What, you expect me to believe you're one of them?
कुछ मतलब नहीं था भाई जेब्रन होती है
क्या मतलब तो ट्रेजर हिट लगाना पड़ेगा और तुम मिस करोगे
कुछ भी नहीं मैं तो लगाता मैं तो एम असिस्ट भी नहीं लगाता उसके अंदर फिर भी मर जाता है तू मेरे से
होल्ड अप एम असिस्ट भी लगा सकता है चैम्पियन पे
अरे एम असिस्ट नहीं मतलब कि काइनेटिक असिस्ट जो रहता है ना
Using your knowledge of I'm a doctor, but the man appears he allows you to apply a purpose of specialized medicine to the wound. Oh,
हाँ मैं भी यूज नहीं करता
he informs you of some of our new.
ओ भाई
Hearing you say those monsters
ये
will just
ये
take
को
all the
ट्रीटमेंट
gold.
मतलब रख सकते हैं अगर आपको थोड़ा सा वो कर रखा होगा ना
ये देखो मैं
Based on
इन्वेस्ट
what the captain said,
तूने एक
perhaps
बार
we should
उसको भी
be
दे रखा था
running away.
मोबिलिटी को दे दे या फिर रिकवरी को दे दे
Hopefully we're not too late.
तो लाइक कैप्टन प्रॉब्लम
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear
अरे
to be
अच्छा तो
dressed
तेरे पास
like
आर्टिफिशियल
gods.
आर्मर कितने हैं वो बताना एक ही लगा
Their
रखा है
faces are
दो लगा
filled with
रखे हैं एक ही
desperation and terror.
जी भाई
Some are
जी भाई पूरा
screaming
सेट होना
and
चाहिए
cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish
तो
the
फिर और मेन
monstrosities
चीज
they
नहीं
saw
तेरा
from
और क्या
their
करेगा
minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick,
अरे
leave this place.
मेरे को मेरी
Turn
गलती थी
around
मैंने
and
नहीं
don't
दिया
look
वाह
back. They yell.
कम से कम दिया तो सही
बाय द वे ये बड़ा मस्त का है यार
अच्छा ये अच्छा हाँ, ये तो पुरानी है
पुरानी नहीं इसका नया रोल
वॉल शॉट तो था मेरे लिए क्या नया रोल है
इसका ओवरऑल हमारे कैलवे राउंड्स में आया मैं हैमर कुछ राइफलिंग जो है उसके इंप्रूव किया है अच्छा
मतलब पीपी वाली हो गई है थोड़ी सी
टीवी वाली थोड़ी सी
This is the place he mentioned, right?
आज चलना है भैया
You see broken iron swords scat. All the signs point to one thing. A truly
जैसे कुछ बात भी
devastating.
करनी थी मेरे को टेस्ट के बारे में कुछ
Be
ग्रेड
on your
वगैरह
guard, everyone. The monsters
Ready,
might
ready,
still be around.
हाँ तो देख सुन मेरी बात
Before you can finish your
मैं पता क्यों रुका था
sentence,
तूने
you
कितनी
hear
बात
rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes.
मैं चाहता था कि तू
The
आराम से
monsters have
वो
emerged.
खरीद सके क्या खरीद
They
सके
close in on you without fear.
पहले से खरीद सके इसलिए मैंने तो उससे पहले कुछ बोला ही नहीं है ना
Your battle round begins.
अब तो रेडी है ना बस तो फिर अब रेड चाहिए
अब निकलेगा उस दिन तुम्हें ग्रेट
भाई कितना बहाना मारता है भाई ये बंदा भाई
बहाने मारता नहीं झूठों
Step right up.
कट भी मारा था
Flower sender. Palestina Rufla. Watch out.
ठीक है
यार क्लोरिन नहीं निकल रही यार 78 बीटी चल रही है हाँ
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be.
As you investigate the mound, you discover that with the monsters gone, the small.
मैं तो भाई स्टोरी क्वेस्ट वगैरह करने ही नहीं वाला था पर अभी क्लोरिन का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ प्रीमोस के लिए क्वेस्ट करके प्रीमोस निकाल रहा हूँ बस क्लोरिन का तो मैं चाहिए लेटम का वेपन ओह तुम्हें सीतोस मिलेगा
Looks like you're facing it. Well.
Wow! I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the
Here.
Yeah, that won't work for me either.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venue.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to.
Whoa.
Well, even if we end the... that's just a coincidence, okay? And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Clorinde's master.
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It won't do any harm to share these things now. My earliest memories are of...
What a heavy...
Master was my first ever...
Oh, wait, so she...
Of course I did. I cut my palm... But Master was not concerned. She just stood there and casually lectured.
Yeah, man, Clorinde के literally buttons tight है भाई.
For not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then crouched down.
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde, but how old were you exactly when all the...
Probably around 3.
Button Archon.
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She
I'm not so sure this is a question of...
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh,
Geo, Bishop Haxler?
What she said was this. Make sure to get along, you 5.
Well...
No,
So, you're thinking...
Yes.
That really doesn't sound like the kind of child that someone should have.
Later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a Marechaussee hunter, but I never heard thanks to her, even though the training she subjected...
I still remember... After that, though...
I had a lot of fun
We tried to pretend protector of justice. Oh,
Yep.
20 years ago. Although...
Huh? When did the protect...
Oh, later on, she...
That sounds like her, all right.
Well,
It's true. I always...
But...
She suddenly...
disappeared.
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating when she still didn't...
Papa probably didn't know either.
Don't worry. Just like how I was at first, but not anymore.
Well, despite everything, you still...
Who knew? I wonder. Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorinde and Navia are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super... Well, anyway.
I had a great time.
Anytime.
The script was good. Hey. What does she mean, on to something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their... Guess I'll head back as well.
You're that...
I was talking...
wait until next morning. Eat. Wow. Then ही कर दिया फिर से next morning करने लिए.
Something you wish to report? Go. You have my undivided attention.
Let's go meet up with the group. Paimon's really looking.
Looks like everyone's here.
Have you all?
I admire.
So the set.
Unfortunately, that is something I can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyone think Clorinde's smile is starting to look kinda scary?
Well, whatever happens, we'll just have to push on. But first, we should really figure out what to do with this treasure. If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity, why don't we give ourselves a different name, just like Clorinde's master did?
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people, it doesn't matter who we are or what we're called.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere. Or did you want some more tea?
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia? Wait, what's that next to you?
Oh, this is the short sword Clorinde mentioned last night. I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it, considering the circumstances in which you gave it to me. Of course I had to keep it safe. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. I was just thinking about all the potential ways for us to break out of prison. We could dig a tunnel, or try to bribe the guards.
Wait, we haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time. It pays to be prepared. Just like how you should always have an umbrella on hand, even when it's sunny.
All right, Paimon's made up her mind. Let's just give the treasure away. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
So, you reached an agreement? All right then, we can continue with the story.
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right, you collect the treasure. The city is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, but your spirits are surprisingly high. In places where sunlight struggles to reach, you generously share your wealth with the children, the elder.
Thank you.
The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back until you move entirely out of sight.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up. We need to hurry up so we can address the sword.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy. I'm sure he knows the people here far better than us.
Oh, good idea!
Just as you start to make way to the square, intent on finding the man again, there's a voice. Please wait, distinguished guests. several strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you and proceed to politely pay their respects.
Greetings, gentlemen. Are we being invited for afternoon tea? Surely you jest my... Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right? Meeting the king himself would be a fantastic opportunity to do that. I say we go for it. If something happens, we'll just turn the whole place upside down.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod to the guards and agree to follow. They lead you all the way to the audience hall of the palace. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall. The space itself is adorned with all manner of expensive antiques, glass shelves, and silver candlesticks. The items appear quite ordinary in size and dimension, yet their presence somehow makes the emptiness of the hall feel even more surreal and ominous.
Wow, it's so luxurious!
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, sits upon the deep crimson throne before you. He wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at the very front. As you observe it, you see a complex pattern of light reflect off its surface. They're here, Your Majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands and bends down to whisper a few words to the king. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up. His gaze shifts to fixate on your group, but he does not move from his place at the king's side.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings. The man by his side, though. We should keep a close eye on him.
The king remains still and says nothing. The minister is the one who speaks. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. Unfortunately, His Majesty the King finds himself quite exhausted from work. So please allow me, his Prime Minister, to welcome you in his stead. I've heard tell that your group, the Marechaussee Hunters, used your exceptional ability with the sword to repel the monsters near the capital. Such a great deed deserves to be rewarded. However, seeing that I was not fortunate enough to observe such a feat with my own eyes, you'll forgive me for seeking to verify the truth by speaking to you myself.
Well, we've got nothing to hide. You brought us here to talk, right? So we'll just explain what happened. The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut down trees in a single swipe. It took a lot of effort to defeat them, even for trained swordsmen like us. Well, that was enough details, right? Believe us now?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors. Since you were the ones who defeated the monsters, that must mean you are also in possession of the treasure they stole?
Well, we did take the treasure, but...
How did he know about the treasure?
Then I must ask that you return it at once. It belongs to the kingdom.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward? Shouldn't the treasure be considered a part of that?
Yes, that was indeed what I said. But you seem to have forgotten a very important distinction. Only that which...
But that's complete...
Yeah, that makes...
Maybe so. What? No answer? Clad in his...
I would like to observe...
The guards in the...
Well, there goes my...
It appears. Before I decide your fate, however, I must first determine whether you have any...
Oh man, such a big story quest.
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards right now... Don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this. Let's just play it by ear. If you're scared, Paimon, just hold my hand.
Thanks, you guys.
जल्दी खत्म हो जाए बस यार। 60 प्रमोट्स चाहिए अपने को विश करने के लिए। 78 पीटी है, क्लोरिन निकल जाए 79 तो बढ़िया होगा, या फिर हम लोग 80th पुल के लिए हमें करना पड़ेगा मशक्कत, जो मे बी आई गेस हम लोग आज नहीं कर सकते। 160 प्रमोट्स गेटिंग इन 1 hour माइट बी नॉट पॉसिबल, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ आवर एक्सप्लोरेशन हो चुकी है, तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है भाई। Maybe I'll have to wait for the spiral abyss to reset, and that's when I get primos and get quite nicely. I'll just have to wait for more than 2 days. Genshin is really checking my patience, man. And maybe in 2 days I'll get some more Lumitiles, क्योंकि Lumitiles मेरे पास थोड़ा सा लेस है, बाकी सब तो मैंने प्री फार्म कर रखा है।
The most important thing is that you two found your way back to each other and can enjoy things like this together.
Yep, you're right. I'm sorry, you two. Think nothing of it.
Looks like the next.
From Corinne's face, I really can't tell if it's good.
Water continues to drip from the sea. Eventually, suddenly.
Heads up, everyone. Gather close, everyone.
Talk to the person outside the cell. So we are already in cell. Damn.
I work as a... Shh. I understand. King has issued monster support. We time for infiltrating the...
Have you seen our weapons any?
Don't worry. His faction is too powerful to defeat him.
You're not coming with me?
No. I'll work as long as my idea...
In that case...
Thank you for your concern. As for the location of the vault...
Alright. Very much nearby.
Alright. Once I open the door, you now have the chance.
With the help of the guard.
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool sudden spell?
That is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
Head to the secret vault and search for the treasure. Okay, maybe we'll have to defeat these guys. वूवा की आदत लगी है भाई, डॉज करने के लिए राइट क्लिक दबा रहा हूँ, but still it is not getting dodged. A little disappointment, but it's fine. Genshin, I've already been there before Woowa.
This should be the place marked on the map.
This bit of...
Maybe we'll finally get to use Clorinde in a domain. It's my first one. Let's go. इसमें लिटरली थोड़ी अच्छी वाली फील आ रही है, थोड़ा सा ठीक स्टोरी वर्ड लग रहा है। स्टोरी में स्टोरी डाल दिया है, ठीक है, काइंड ऑफ ओकेश ओकेश।
As you step into the cave.
Something wrong?
After a long, difficult journey, you find your surroundings.
What
doing this for the sake of the people.
Lenny's right. Next part of the story requires
Jitendra Vishnu, hey bro, what's up bro? Long time no see, welcome to the stream. हाँ bro, याद हो तुम पहले भी मेरे stream पे आए थे bro. Jitendra Bishnoi. Yep, I remember. Inside record. ये क्या खेल रहे हो? गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट भाई. और क्या खेल सकता हूँ मैं, बताइए. गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट ही तो है भाई जिंदगी में, और क्या है. पिछले टाइम जब तुम आए थे तब मैं शायद वो खेल रहा था, पैल वर्ल्ड, द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम. बट राइट नाउ आई एम प्लेइंग गेंशिन ब्रो. ऑलवेज बीन प्लेइंग दिस इज द ओल्ड गेम. 2 साल से ज़्यादा हो रखे हैं इस चीज़ को खेले. अब तुम्हें तो याद ही होगा ना, कभी कभी तो खेलता हूँ मैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट. Attempt to solve the puzzle. I guess I have done. It's done. Let's go.
Something just appeared. By solving the puzzles, you prove yourself at the end of each puzzle with a key.
Oh, must be the key to the big.
This, it is said that you hear a few strange noises.
What's going on?
For the sake of
But Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
suddenly,
Wait,
you recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure for him.
So this is well, if
Judging by the way,
retreat. That's not the hunter way. If it's dark for us, then it's dark for him.
your choice is noted.
You got
Well then, noted.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Damn bro, what is Clorinde? What is Clorinde?
Is he still standing?
तबाही है ये तो.
is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong. Final strike.
Hmm.
Well, did we get him?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive look in his
Huh? Oh, wait. Speak your name, guard. Is this treasure? So he's also.
Then I need what do you
कोई और गेम खेलोगे क्या? जैसे कि तुम्हें पता है, it is also a gacha game. I am trying to pull this Clorinde character by playing it today. मुझे प्रीमोस जमा करना और Clorinde को पुल करना है कैसे तो करके, इसलिए मैं आज यही खेलने का प्लान है. By the way, I have also started playing Wuthering Waves. If you want to know more, do join our server and let me know if you are also playing it. We can both play together. I am currently level 42 in Wuthering Waves. It is also a gacha and good story game with co-op mode, similar to Genshin Impact, but kind of more better mechanics and better story animations as of what I have seen.
We've been talking about it for so long. And we've already defeated Florian, right?
Not
उदरिंग वेव्स भी खेला था वैसे मैंने कुछ दिनों पहले उसकी स्ट्रीम भी करी थी मैंने डे 1 से किया जब वो रिलीज हुई थी. Do you know about Rupali song? वो ये रूपाली song by Carrie Minati. Is that what you're saying? जी हाँ. जब वो रिलीज हुआ था तब से सुना मैंने. Hello भाई. Hello unbeatable. Welcome to the stream. The very first guy. What's up man?
Uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of adventuring.
A stone tablet? And some shabby weapons? Maybe the troop ran out of...
Provided a super immersive experience.
This is it? The Marashose Hunter treasure is just a stone slab and some broken swords?
Sad. Utter disappointment. Oh damn. Guy went into depression turning into a Abisuga. Wow.
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown.
Oh shit.
He needs to leap. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the rest of you wish to follow suit, you may remain here in the meantime and explore your surroundings.
Let's collect these butterflies. Are important. Observe. Nothing.
So, how are you doing? Do you remember?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to...
Explosives when the case.
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped in.
So the strongest chain...
I deserve some answer. Everything you said earlier sounded like the
Ned Blizz. Hello bro. What's up? Welcome back to another stream of Genshin Impact. How are you doing bro?
I don't know. I just don't... The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry, bitter that no one remembered them. I don't know when it started, but at some point, my anger came to completely...
But if the treasure was all... From your description, I suspect...
Devorator?
Oh.
No, I've heard read. It can't...
Mic distorted aa raha hai. Oh, let me check.
My family has served as Marashose hunters for many generations. But the title and swordsmanship weren't the only things passed down over our line. There was a seal as well. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly. He said it had been passed down over a truly ancient age, and protecting it was our clan's most important duty.
Hello.
But I neglected that duty
Hello.
after he died. I finally decided to come down and check on it one day, and that's where my memories become fuzzy.
Hello.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, even ones as capable as the Hunters. If you lacked the power to completely destroy it, you could easily fall prey to its influence and corruption. In light of this, some Marashose hunters chose to seal the Devorator away, in the hopes that a permanent solution would come with the passage of time.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts, to the point where they overtake you entirely.
हाँ bro, I guess ठीक है. बैकग्राउंड की नॉइस आ रही थी थोड़ी सी. माइक सेंसिटिविटी मैंने बढ़ा दी थी क्योंकि मेरी वॉल्यूम थोड़ी कम आ रही थी इसका, पर थोड़ा एनवायरनमेंट का भी साउंड आ रहा था.
One of them belonged to my father. The second I stole from a different hunter. And the third... I know just how strong you are. It's as clear as day to everyone in Fontaine. I observed you from dusk to dawn, but could never find any opportunity to sneak up on you. I never even saw you drink a single glass of liquor. The only way I could think to obtain that last key was to lure you here using your hobby, and then... Oh, I get it now. That monster, it wanted to bury you here alongside the treasure.
I won't comment on anything else, but the script was good.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters.
It's more than just a story.
I guess it's better right now. The situation, what is
You're proud to be a
mic and
hunter.
game sound? How's it
You're still
from your
holding
side?
onto that part of yourself, no matter how small.
अब सही है.
I have done so many
Arigato.
despicable things.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer. Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but...
By the way,
But
guys,
I've
अभी
already tainted my
78
sword.
चल रही है.
I no
Clorinde
longer
अभी तक
have
आई
any
नहीं है.
right to...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to... You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. There's nothing... Do you still not understand? Even after seeing the treasure...
You're right.
I would...
I know.
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? No, I mean...
Then we'll just have to keep writing it.
You mean...
Is that really so?
You aren't a...
I know what my...
Then...
Clorinde is even more big of a scriptwriter than our Purina, yaar.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please forgive me, for I have sinned.
Tone it down.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and regained my pride as a Marashose hunter.
Oh.
I confess.
That little...
That's right. To be perfectly the treasure.
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
What is happening now in this arc group? Well, just right now मैंने arc quest complete किया और
Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills.
अपने भैया को मिलने.
Oh wait, I mean,
नहीं, this is a side quest.
Marashose hunter
इससे पहले मैंने अभी
Navia's
this arc quest
exploration
complete.
skills.
We just finished reading through the content of the
We
stone
met
tablet.
Lumin in a memory,
That tablet
and
recorded the
Lumin
lives of some fascinating
बताया कि
people.
that heavenly
example,
principles has
this
been sleeping
Marashose
for more than
hunter called
500 years.
Est. She inherited the
जो
responsibilities
हाइड्रा
of
और
the
कौन
Golden
ने किया है
Hunter
अपने
and passed judgment on many
अपना
people.
खुद को मार दिया
in
उसने even
private,
though
she
अपने
had a
सेलेस्टिया ने
very
कुछ
easygoing personality.
किया नहीं उसके लिए.
So,
इसका मतलब है
she was
सेलेस्टिया
just
अभी
like
सोई भी
you.
है और वो जगने वाली है कुछ दिनों के बाद.
You really
जैसे
think so?
कि ल्यूमिन ने कहा.
Well,
तो
when
उससे
you
पहले
put
वो
it
कुछ
that
प्रिपेयर
way,
कर रही है
I
ल्यूमिन.
suppose I also, working
Lumin
as an
hates heavenly
executioner,
principles and
he
she's
supposedly
going to
used a
do
countless number of tricks
something
to
about
confound
it
his
before
enemies in
heavenly
battle.
principles awake.
Oh, if only I...
Their lives were all so
And this
exciting.
is the
They could
Clorinde
write so many
side
cool
quest.
books about their
This is what I'm
accomplishments.
doing right now.
Because
Just to get
they
Primo's by.
chose to be.
क्योंकि भाई 78
To hunt
चल रही
monsters
है
that
और मेरे को
only
निकालनी
appear
है
in the
Clorinde.
shadows, you must also
Being an
operate in the
FTP
dark.
is really very
To be a Marashose hunter
क्या
is to
बोलते हैं
willingly
grindy भाई.
give up
बहुत
on
grind
wealth
करना
and
पड़ रहा है
fame.
भाई. एक character
Then this
निकालने के
stone tablet must
लिए.
have
Even
been
मेरी
left
standard
behind
band
by
पे
their
अभी
companions.
76 की पीटी चल रही है bro.
That's
Standard
right.
band.
Few
तो सालों लग
Marashose
जाते हैं भाई
hunters
यार
ever
पीटी
reveal
बनाने
their
में.
identity to the public. They always... The only time they...
So, no wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet. The tablet proves their legacies shall continue to be passed
I would
down
prefer
from
कि
generation
तुम
to
खुद कर लो ये
generation,
एक बार आर्क कॉन्क्वेस्ट
as
जान जाओ.
everlasting as the
बहुत
stone
छोटी
onto
आर्क
which their
कॉन्क्वेस्ट है, कुछ
names are
ज्यादा टाइम
carved.
कंज्यूमिंग नहीं है, बट
Father.
अच्छा कंटेंट है.
You once told me that I should seek out the treasure. Thank you, my friend. I implore you every...
Well, sounds good to me.
I have no objections, but... Mr. Florian...
Huh? What if... GM?
At first glance, these blades have...
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est. Maybe it'll find comfort in being held by someone who appreciates the arts.
Bro,
Good
cheating.
idea.
Nah,
I'll
not
take Mr.
cheating. भाई
Walter's
कौन से
bow then.
कैरेक्टर है तेरे पास
From one
दिखा
archer
जरा.
magician
एक
to
मिनट
another.
भाई, ये डायलॉग होने दे भाई, बहुत देर से चल रहा है ये डायलॉग. इसको स्किप कर रहा हूँ. I've been playing this game for more than
As
2
you
years now.
grip your
Being
weapons,
an F2P
you can
will
almost
show
feel the
you how
will of
2
past
years
hunters
has
coursing
been
through your
for a
being.
guy. ज़्यादा characters तो आने में
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil
Lamsin bro,
sorcerer?
welcome to the stream.
I was able
What
to
did
see
you
his
find?
surroundings when our
मैं
minds
क्या
were
cheating
connected.
कर रहा हूँ भाई?
We must be extremely careful.
Cheating तो तुम करते हो भाई.
Then why
अभी
don't
तक
we
voice
explore
reveal नहीं
some
की
more
तुमने
and try to find some higher level gear?
Oh, no, we have to strike now. He was greatly weakened.
I agree with
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no...
Yes, that's what's called. Yes.
All right.
Mr. Florian?
Of course.
He had to set up so
अरे
many
story
scenes
quest
today.
approximately 60
Now
minutes ले
he has
लेती
to
है.
join in for this last part. I really...
और 60 minutes में तुम्हें मिलता है
Finally,
60
you
primo.
decide to, as you walk away.
हाँ bro, F2P बोले तो बहुत grind है भाई. Finally, after so long dialogue, there is still a quest which will give me primos at the end, bhai. Wow. So, get him to scammer when this quest will end. It will take more 20 minutes, I guess. So these are my characters from Harley's, you know, the most recent character that I pulled for, along with her weapon. Quite the F2P I am. Gladiator. 2393 attack with some fire damage buff. These are the stats. Kazuha, the very first 5-star of this game. जब Kazuha का first गाना आया था तब मैंने चालू किया था. काफी मदद मिली भाई Kazuha से. John Lee, the Zong Tong, थोड़ा shield और थोड़ा सा यार थोड़ा damage ठीक ठाक है भाई. जिसको मैंने hybrid build बनाया था पहले. One of the top 7% build था पहले इसका, but अभी change कर दिया मैंने. Check my red and flower, I just got it today. Okay bro, I'll check it. You getting scammed by who? Yes bro, मेरी 78 भी चल रही है, अभी नहीं निकल रही है. Legends scammer joins the party. Yep. Navia with some otherworldly weapon. Xiao Mao with his weapon that I got on weapon banner, not on standard banner. This lady, I have been always doing my 50-50, and this is the result of it. Shenhe भाई जोड़ क्या ही बताऊं अब. जोड़ नहीं है भाई, स्ट्रगल है बहुत. बहुत डिसअपॉइंटमेंट भाई, बहुत रोया हूँ मैं. पहली बार मुझे शाव निकालना था तब निकली थी यह सीन. ये तो गानी मैंने ऐसी निकाल ली थी कि मुझे बहुत अच्छी लग रही थी, बट शी इज़ नॉट नॉन मेटा कैरेक्टर भाई. बिल्कुल डिसअपॉइंट हो गया था मैं जब इसको स्पायरल में चला रहा था. फिर भी ठीक ठाक बिल्ड है भाई. ये है अपने यहाँ का जिसने मुझे बहुत मदद किया है भाई स्पायरल में. ऑलवेज बीन द मेटा. इसको मैंने थोड़ा सा ER ज़्यादा दे रखा है, थोड़ा सा कम PD के साथ. ऑलवेज इसका बर्स्ट अप रहता है, खत्म कर देती है स्पायरल. राइडन is Raiden bro. Here's my another 50-50 हारने का नतीजा. C2 casing. Tainari. A little bit of okay build. इसको कर रखा मैंने क्योंकि भाई है नहीं मेरे पास, नहीं था. और ये डेंड्रो था. हमारी फुरीना. इसका वेपन नहीं मिला अफसोस भाई, तो मैंने इसको फिशिंग करके ग्राइंड करा. इस वेपन को R5 किया मैंने. दिस इज व्हाट आई गॉट. मैं होमा के लिए पुल कर रहा था और मुझे ये वेपन मिल गया. इसके लिए मुझे इसको नेक्स्ट रीजन में न्यू विलेट को निकालना पड़ा. बहुत बड़ा स्कैम हुआ मेरे साथ. क्वाइट डिसेंट बिल्ड. देन यिलान. सेम केस, पहले इसका वेपन निकला और फिर ये निकली है. वेपन के वजह से मुझे कैरेक्टर निकालना पड़ता. एम्ब्लेम वाला बिल्ड है. Kokomi. I pulled Kokomi for our freeze party. Tenacity. No constellations. इवेंट बताना इसकी तो है नहीं, ये काफ़ी ओल्ड कैरेक्टर है भाई, बहुत बहुत अर्ली गेम में पुल करा था मैंने, और तब इसको मैं स्पायरल पे यूज़ किया करता था। योइमिया का वेपन इसको पकड़ा दिया मैंने, क्योंकि योइमिया अभी तक परफेक्टली बिल्ड है नहीं। इसको तो मैंने अबैंडन कर दिया भाई, इसको छोड़ ही दिया मैंने, इसको बिल्ड ही नहीं करना मेरे को। ये भी 50-50 हारने के बाद भाग गया। योइमिया, one of my early characters, helped a lot in my spiral for beating out those single target characters. Another best pyro DPS by after Yoimiya, I had to pull a DPS which was the most OP pyro DPS.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
ऊटाओ के बाद और कौन बचता है भाई, और कोई है नहीं भाई, इतने सी है भाई, इतनी ही है हमारी F2P की दुकान। Let's see AI scammer क्या कहता है। NRT is there, AI scammer की फ्लावर देखनी है हमारे रीडिंग के ऊपर। Okay, 7% crit rate and 31% crit damage, that's a lot bro। ये बंदे ही क्रैक्ड है भाई अब तो। Nice attack with nice crit stat। ये भाई यार थोड़ा कम पड़ते हुए लग रहा है मेरे को, ऐसा लग रहा है। अरे दिस इज नाइस, मेरे पास है ही नहीं यार, मेरा सैंड तो ठीक रोल होता ही नहीं है। Very good man, 69 173, very nice stats, very nice stats। Whale, this guy's a whale।
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised। Bro flexing on stream, wow bro, flex कर रहा था तो गायब हो गया यार तुम, अब आप जाके आ रहे हो। तुम्हारा फ्लावर देख लिया वैसे मैंने मेरे साथ।
Finally, you arrive at the church floor. As you approach, an ominous aura
How strange. This uneasy feeling seems so real. How did they manage that?
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go!
Florian, wait.
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. You've already been corrupted by the Devorator once. It could easily re-enter your mind and take control of your body. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close. If it corrupts you again, it's possible you might take on a new form entirely.
That's exactly why I have to go. Why I should be at the very front.
You mean...
Yes. I intend to lure it into my body.
That's too risky.
I understand. The Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control.
Nah, bro.
You won't have to worry about any of your friends being taken over.
More 1 month.
You're not like me, Miss Clorinde. You're a just and powerful Marachose hunter. This is... consider it a duel.
Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel. The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marachose hunter.
You really want to come back in Natlan? Well, let's see. मैंने Natlan से कुछ ज़्यादा expect तो नहीं करा। नेजनाया से कुछ ज़्यादा expectation है पूरे लोगों की। Natlan, maybe you should try to come back in 5.2. तब 5.2 में Natlan की आर्कॉन आएगी तो आर्कॉन भी साथ में पुल कर लेना, एंड तब तुझे साथ में ज़्यादा कंटेंट भी देखने मिल जाएगा। If I clear everything, I will get physics any character. Yeah, right. Of course. You can. God damn.
So lifelike.
एक्शन दिखाओ. एक्शन तो भाई स्पाइरल रीसेट होने के बाद ही
This
दिखाऊंगा भाई.
foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure, the power to defeat it, in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marshose Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget,
भाई ये
Paimon?
जितनी
There's
umbrella
still
वाली
one
मुझे
skill
भी
we saved until the
जरूर
very
भाई.
end.
बहुत बढ़िया
Hunters fight
चीज़ है वो.
not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marashose Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters, I call for aid!
Est, the Marshose Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
Petronia, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons. And so, the monsters were eradicated, and the source of peace soon returned to the capital. Those in the court, manipulated by the sorcerer, also recognized the errors of their ways. Some remembered the names of the heroes who saved their kingdom.
This is what I am going
but
to pull
others
for.
simply
The
continued their
the
lives
button
none the
archon.
wiser. Such is the story of the Marashose Hunters. They pursue they will always protect. Yes.
It's a pretty solid story overall. That final
Oh, right. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, mine nearly.
Oh!
Yep.
Did you have a good time?
Of course.
Sure, no problem.
Then I'll head back once Miss.
You're right.
Well.
Okay, so...
I think it should be fine, yeah.
What?
So you saw through all of that?
I was dying of curiosity
Purina
because
is
none of us wanted to be...
inferior to whom?
What are
To
you
what,
talking
bhai?
about?
Oh, wait.
You're...
It's probably more accurate to say this
Are you
was
saying that
never a
she's
real
feeling
scripted
threatened
story
by
to begin
this
with.
Bulgier?
So loud.
Hey, you! Get up right now and explain yourself!
No shaking, please. Oh, my head.
Paimon ने हेड दे दिया भाई फ्लोरियन को.
Did Paimon just hear that right? You guys made up. It's not nice to lie.
Yeah, it was like watching a magician improvise a spectacular
You know
magic
who
trick
and what I
after
mean.
forgetting an
I don't
important
know
prop.
who and what are you mean.
If Paimon knew something was wrong...
Everything was under.
As if you've ever
Please,
described a situation
exaggerate.
as being out of control.
Explain.
Guess I'm just you. As for you, I would say you may have been blood. You'll be far more used to.
But
of course, as far as I'm concerned.
thank you so much. Until we meet.
Come on, you know me since 2 years. Huh? Really? We know each other for 2 years and you still did not do your voice reveal? Is that what you say knowing?
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Are you sure? We could show it to people.
No, I am no
That's certainly...
Wait!
That's because the
Oh.
Well, I'm...
Oh?
This particular... The names you
So the names...
Navia.
Huh?
I really appreciate...
All right, anyway.
Well, you see, I can't speak the human language. I have a
I
good.
should
Bro,
probably
even if
head
you
back as
speak in
well.
another dimension,
This
I would
story
love
was
to hear your
truly
voice.
incredible.
You know, मुझे बस voice सुनना भाई क्या बोल रहा है तू कुछ भी बोल ले भाई कनाडा भी बोल ले करो I'm
Should
willing to
your
learn
name
Kannada
indeed be
language for
forgotten?
you. Kerala language, Tamil language,
I suppose
Malayalam,
the sick.
A
anything,
great
man.
answer.
You
I'll remember
just say
it.
the word. I'm from another world. इसे कहा है, ठीक है भाई?
Me, the Marachose hunters. Perhaps her answer
A
lies
world
in
of
her
black people.
silence.
From that way you come. तो साउथ अफ्रीकन लोग भाई सारे इसे गाइड हो रखे हैं ना यहाँ पे. Finally.
यो किरीतो, हेलो.
Yo, NLT bro, what's up?
रुक जा, मैं वो कर रहा हूँ स्क्रीन शेयर. आज अपन निकालेंगे थोमा, ठीक है?
नहीं, तुम करो, मैं कर रहा हूँ अभी एक पुल जिसमें मैं निकालूंगा क्लोरिन.
स्क्रीन शेयर कर.
ओ निकल गई भाई, निकल गई. Finally.
स्क्रीन शेयर करना.
Greetings. I am
Oh,
Clorinde,
मैं YouTube
a
पे कर ही रहा
champion
था.
duelist of the court of Fontaine.
हाँ, finally
If
भाई.
you wish to hire my services,
delay
please
देखा,
state the
मजा नहीं आ
nature
रहा
of
ना.
your dispute. You may
Deal
leave
है
out
अब
any
तो
extraneous
क्या है?
details.
आ गई है
Those
भाई.
are no
आ
concern of
गई
अब
है.
मेरा
mine.
स्क्रीन शेयर देख ले. अब मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर देख ले.
See my presence
मेरे
quarter. क्या भाई, कौन सा प्रेजेंस? मैं इतने देर से पुल कर रहा हूँ. अच्छी पुल कर ली है, निकल नहीं रही है.
तो मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर तो देख.
हाँ देख रहा हूँ भाई, देख रहा हूँ भाई. निकालो निकालो तुम्हारा धोखा निकालो.
बस हो गया, रुक जा.
क्या ये कैसे हुआ? ये हुआ भाई, ये बस हो गया. और यही मैं होना चाहता था. फाइनली भाई आ गई भाई. फर्स्ट फुल, अरे फर्स्ट नहीं 79 पीटी भाई. तुमने देखा नहीं हमारे स्ट्रीम का टाइटल क्या है? 76 पीटी एंड नो 5 स्टार.
ले एक मिनट स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ. ये करा. थोमा. इसके ऊपर करता हूँ. करूँ?
या लेट्स डू.
बस फाइटर नहीं निकलना चाहिए, बस थोमा निकलना चाहिए.
हिटम भी निकल गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. इसमें टेंडर में
थोमा.
लेट्स गो. सीतोस. अरे सीतोस भी निकला. दैट्स ग्रेट. हमारी किस्मत में नहीं है वो.
Even my
दिमाग खराब होता है ऐसे. थोमा तो निकालना ही पड़ेगा. 11 दिन है मेरे पास. 11 दिन में
हाँ वेल कर लो भाई, पूरा ग्राइंड कर लो. गेंशिन थोमा निकाल लेना. तो मैंने निकाल लिया. क्लोरिंड अब हो गया भाई. मेरा गेम खेल के हो गया भाई. मेरा गेम सफल रहा. इनसफिशिएंट
3 दिन ही बचे सिर्फ हैं. इवेंट को सिर्फ 3 दिन बचे. हो जाएगा ना 3 दिन में? तो
आराम से हो जाएगा भाई. एक दिन नहीं लगता भाई. मैं इस चीज को स्टार्ट से निकालूंगा भाई. बहुत जल्दी चलते हैं.
ये तो मेरे 2 बार निकल चुके हैं. ये तो है मेरे पास.
हाँ मेरा भी C2 है भाई. अपना भी C2 है. चलो भाई, तो मैं अभी और एक 5 स्टार निकाल के दिखाऊं मैं.
निकाल.
ये देखो, ये यहाँ से निकालूंगा मैं 5 स्टार. देखना. चलो इस वाले पे पक्की है भाई. वाह भाई. यहाँ देखो, यहाँ पे क्या स्कैम चल रहा है मेरे साथ.
पीटी बना रखी तूने?
कितने हो गए? 75. अभी 2 किए. अच्छा 76 था, अभी और 2 किए. 77 एंड 78 हो गया भाई. यहाँ पर भी मतलब जाना है भाई.
हाँ जाना है. मेरा तो 70 के बाद निकल जाता है वैसे. देख 70 के बाद तो निकल जाता है. 71 पे निकल जाता है मेरा ज्यादा.
Go to the ladder. Oh, that ladder you're talking about. ठीक है भाई. कहाँ है वो लैडर? कहाँ होती है भाई? मोस्ट प्रोबेबली यही होती है वो लैडर।
मेरा तो वो तुझसे की वशी तो हो गया, अब नए एपिसोड का इंतजार है। बाकी अब तू क्या सजेस्ट करेगा?
अब मैं क्या सजेस्ट करूंगा?
हाँ उसी टाइप का ही, मतलब लाइक यही इसे का इवल टाइप कुछ
इससे का है मैं अभी
जो
वो
इंटरेस्टिंग हो।
नहीं अभी तो और भी कोई इसेकाई बाकी के जो इसेकाई रहते हैं ना वो थोड़े से फेरी टेल टाइप लगते हैं थोड़े से है भाई।
हाँ वो नहीं थी। अरे वो आया था एक वो जिसका जो मुंह था वो बट टाइप का था, और अभी जो नई नहीं आई थी
सांग्रीला फ्रंटियर, हाँ वो तो बताया था
अच्छा
मैंने।
अच्छी है ना वो
वो
तो वो
वो भी
स्टार्ट
अच्छी है, देख सकते हो भाई।
पर मेरे को ज्यादा सीजन चाहिए थी, मतलब किसी को ज्यादा सीजन चाहिए, 1 2 3 सीजन तो कब लगभग चाहिए कि जिसको मैं
वन पीस देखो, वन पीस भाई बेस्ट इसेकाई।
इसे का इवल भाई
जो
लोग एक ही
जो
चीज के लिए
जो
देखते
भी
हैं
कुछ
भाई।
चाहिए ना तुमको जेनरे सारा जेनरे मिल
अ,
जाएगा वहां पे ब्रो।
हाँ पर मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ, 50% से ज्यादा लोग सिर्फ एक ही चीज के लिए देखते हैं, वन पीस जो भी देखने आए हैं या फिर देख रहे हैं। क्यों?
डैम भाई ये कबूतर जैसी लग रही है भाई। लैडर टेस्टिंग, चलो हम लोग अपने रियल लैडर टेस्टिंग करते हैं।
Need to hire a duelist?
Senor.
ब्रो दे आर नॉट ब्रीदिंग ब्रो, उसको कुछ ज्यादा ही टाइट करके रखा है भाई। लेट देम ब्रीद मैन, व्हाट इज क्लोरीन डूइंग? hmm interesting, more better, more refined.
इसके बाद किसका बैनर आने वाला है?
इसके बाद किसका मेन आने वाला?
इसके बाद किसका बैनर आएगा?
सीजविन और फूरी ना।
भाई ये तो
नर्फर
बहुत
लाइक शेने,
बहुत
शेने इज नॉट नर्फ ब्रो, शेने कभी नर्फ नहीं हुआ। शेने
What
का आउटफिट
exactly
नर्फ हुआ
is
है,
teamwork?
वो आउटफिट नहीं लेना भाई।
A walk would be nice.
शेने was never nerfed. Yes, he is the most thickest character, and yes, that's I'm talking about. You know, this is the most thickest character again. Look at him go, man. Look. I mean the stars that you see in the sky when you walk him up on the ladder. See what a beautiful view. This Lolicon. Wow. Didn't expect that from you. Oh, well, what was the party? This was it.
Gonna be epic.
हम यहाँ पे करते हैं थोड़ा सा जो तुम्हें करना। All knowledge that I have in
I'm
my
here.
basement. The lollywog. कुछ नहीं भाई, कुछ नहीं. Nothing here. Nothing to watch. Sad. You know, now what we are going to do is going to get us some FBI. Yo, that's some nice scale. That's an erectile. Alright, we're going to hell now. We have done the lollybox here. You know there are no lolicon tags now. Huh? What do you mean? How are you going to survive then? No, let this team exist and create one more. NLD भाई ये अपना इसका बताओ ना टीम बताओ टीम.
Need to hire a duelist?
Clorinde का. Maybe what she needs is Dendro. Anything will do. Nah.
Witness my magnificence!
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time? This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
कट्टा है भाई इसके पास. काम कौन सा पसंद है? See what I have here. Can you even pronounce the name of the sword? Sword of Narcissus and Chris. Isekai Ichi. What do you mean by? Any other anime recommendations? Bro, have you watched the Shangri-La Frontier that I have recommended to you long time ago? Have you watched it? Interesting that they do not have a piece. Oh, we do have. Then we'll need a gladiator here. Do we have a gladiator? We do have, but that's a quick trade. Quite a decent deal for now. A 2-piece attack, 2-piece attack deal. Let's get this. Boku no Pico deck भाई. Wow bro. Best recommendation. Monochromatic speed. कहाँ चला गया? है ही नहीं. ये रहा. सारे कन्वर्ट कर देता हूँ. Oh, wait, how? Okay, I did collect it, right? चलो एनआरटी भाई तुम्हें एक 5 स्टार निकाल के दिखाऊं मैं.
A duel is a
Hello? Hello? Let's go. We get another 5 round standard banner. And this is not what we needed. This is definitely not what we needed. Bullshit. I already have been, bruh.
Of wills. And the
Bro, I already have one Skyward Atlas. What am I going to do? Increases elemental damage bonus. Wow. Should I be refining this weapon? Hell no, maybe when I'm going to use this weapon, क्या होता है refine करने से? 15%. Nah, we'll do it later.
sword, an extension of the duelist's spirit. If your heart recoils in fear, then your sword may as well be in its scabbard.
Let's do the talent. Wow. Transoceanic Pearl, bro, literally allowed to do this now. Hell no, man. Years of grinding wasted.
Because you will not wield it. Add Ast. Ha!
66, 185. इसका elemental skill करता है जो करता है तो उसके लिए कुछ करना पड़ेगा. $69 200. Oh, you got it. Congratulations. Thanks a lot, Hunter. अभी मिली है हमें 79th PT पे बहुत ज़्यादा हार्ड ग्राइंड करने के बाद. Maybe we'll try for other weapon too. यार or maybe not. इसी से काम चला लूँगा मैं. And you know what? I also hit my standard banner PT. वहाँ पर भी मुझे ये और एक weapon मिलता है that I already have. Really worst luck.
Into the shadows.
Man, she's good. She's good. Wow, lucky day. Lucky. It's not a lucky day, man. I don't need these weapons. ये तुम देख रहे हो level 90 का किसी और character पे है भी नहीं और मुझे ये मिल रहा है. ये चाहिए भी नहीं भाई. This catalyst मुझे कोई catalyst ही नहीं चाहिए भाई. I'm done man. उससे अच्छा मुझे स्काईवर्ड ब्लेड दे देते हैं जो इसका है भाई. And it's not a lucky day man. I have literally hit 79 PD on both banners to get 5 stars. Lucky would be like hitting Harley's. Nope. This thick thighs have cost me the fortune man. What has happened? Yeah, let it remain like that.
A duel is a battle of wills.
I'ma go do 10 pulls in Buva. Yeah, sure, man. I'm literally out of material here, bro. Yep.
मैं 5 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ ना, बस 5 मिनट है.
ठीक है.
And the sword an extension of the duelist's spirit.
यार ये चीज फार्म करनी पड़ी मुझे. ट्रांसओशियनिक चंक्स.
If your heart
मेरे
recoils in
न्यूलेट ने पूरा
fear,
कंज्यूम कर लिया भाई. So what is it that I should prefer? Maybe this. This is what gives the most damage. Elemental skill. Swift Hunt, Bond of Life, gain 35% of max HP. Okay. 80% healing. हाँ. Different है भाई. Let's see. उसको भी टर्न करना है मुझे.
then your sword may as well.
Justice. Genshin Betrayer. Yeah, this guy is a Genshin Betrayer, man. What do you expect?
Be in its scabbard.
Just 5 more.
Because you will not wield it effectively against.
No, 7 more.
Foe.
Pretty not bad. If you said anything about anime, can you say again? Well, I asked you if you had watched Shangri-La Frontier that I recommended you long ago. Have you watched it, Mr. Negu? Nice. Alrighty then, guys, with this, the time has come to end our stream. We have achieved our goals for today, which is Clorinde the Button Archon. We have achieved her right in front of your eyes today. Ragiri Mono ignored my chats. Ignored your chats? Have you? Bro, I am streaming now, bro. That's why maybe I have ignored. And you just sent me one John Wick GIF. So kind of you.
I've faced many opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. No, I have never lost a duel.
Alrighty then, the time has come to end our stream. So that you can see the goal that I wanted to achieve has been achieved of our stream today. See you guys later on the next stream. On stream, Booba player betrayed Genshin. I read that, bro. I read that. Don't worry. Genshin betrayed his back with sex. Oh, okay. Bro, my bad. You were just so, negligible. Your presence was so
In my role
negligible
as
that
champion
you
duelist,
were not
my
visible.
opinions
But
do
now
not
I see
matter.
it.
For when I draw my
And you see
blade,
my
I
achievement
am but
for
an
today.
instrument of Fontaine's law.
The achievement right in front of your eyes. See ya, yeah, man. See ya. See you tomorrow, man. Keep grinding. I hope you guys also get Clorinde.